It's a walk-off once again for the Toronto Blue Jays, beating the Boston Red Sox 5-3 in 12 innings, and we'll get to how this game shaped up in a second here. But my goodness, what a game, and the way this team has played as of late, it's been tough. But you come into a series, the Red Sox coming off a tough road trip, right, in New York and all that kind of stuff, and they come in late last night, and the Blue Jays, they need to get the series opening victory. We talked about that in the last video. We're back to normal in the normal location, guys. I apologize for all the craziness that's been around over the last couple of weeks, but we're back to normal here. And let's get to where this game shaped up. First off, Chris Sale versus Aaron Sanchez were the starting pitchers in the ball game. You know what? I thought Aaron Sanchez, as much as his line, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, only 2 were earned, walked 3, struck out 4. He got in some trouble early on in the game, but I thought he seemed to find himself a little bit as the innings went on. Again, only had 5 innings though, 96 pitches over 5 innings. Like I said, the pitch count was high early in the game. That's kind of why he struggled there. But the bullpen, we'll get to them in a jiffy, but they're the reason we won this game. And it didn't start out great for the Blue Jays right in the very first inning. J.D. Martinez with an RBI groundout. Jays down 1-0. But in the bottom of the first, against Chris Sale, Teoscar Hernandez gets on, and Josh Donaldson singles to center field, bringing in Hernandez to tie the game at 1 apiece. And in the next inning, the bottom of the second, with Kendrys Morales on, Luke Maile singles to center field. The mailman coming up huge, his first hit of the ball game. And the Jays got the 2-1 lead. Top of the fourth, though, Xander Bogaerts on a 1-0 pitch from Aaron Sanchez hits a home run, and it is a 2-2 ball game. Later in the inning, though, Luke Maile with an errant throw to second base. Brock Holt comes in to score. Leon heads to third base, and they got the lead 3-2. That's a tough play for Luke Maile, and we look at it and we're like, that's a tough one, because you were tied and now the lead is gone only in the fourth inning, but it's so early on. The Jays, no offense going on. I think at one point they set down 15 straight Blue Jays until the bottom of the seventh on a 1-0 pitch. Chris Sale still in the ball game. Who's at the dish? Oh, the mailman's here. Well, that went flying. Luke Maile comes up and he hits a shot to left field on a 1-0 pitch from Chris Sale, and you could see Sale was not happy. But we all us Blue Jay fans are pretty happy. We're tied at 3 apiece. And Chris Sale goes 9 innings, guys. 9 innings. Yes, he gave up the 3 runs. We went 9 innings, only gave up the 6 hits. 3 runs, 3 earned. Did not walk a batter and struck out 15 Blue Jays. But somehow this Jays team is still there, and through those 9 innings, he threw 116 pitches. They really rided him out there. But then the Jays, they had a couple guys on, and I think it was the 10th inning, 2 walks to lead off the inning. Can't bring them in. Pilar, 2-out single in the 11th. Then steals second. Morales strikes out on what? Oh, that's a curveball. Sounds about right for Morales. And that's the end of the 11th inning. So 2 innings in a row, the Jays have runners in scoring position, but can't bring it in. Bottom of the 12th. Brian Johnson comes in, and we'll get to why this is still surprising. The lefty faces Curtis Granderson to lead off the inning, a 4-pitch walk. And Luke Maile, being a very smart hitter. We've talked about this over even last year and the start of this year, some of the weird at-bats we've seen from the Blue Jays. Well, mainly last year. This year has been kind of different. But last season, for sure, the at-bats were nowhere to be found. They showed no fight. There was nothing. Luke Maile goes to that at-bat and is like, okay, this guy has come into the ball game and not thrown a strike. Not even close. So he just wants to feel the zone. He just wants to get something in there. And he's like, and I'm guessing Luke Maile's like, I'm going to take a hack. I'm going to rip this one. And he gets a pitch, and he crushes it the other way, and it leaves the ballpark. The mailman, oh, he's here, and my goodness, Luke Maile, I went down the back of the cup. Jeez, I'm going to have to get that afterwards. And Luke Maile walks it off with a 2-run home run. His first multi-home run game of his career. He had zilch home runs coming into the game. He's got 2 leaving the ballpark today. And the Blue Jays win 5-3. Now everyone's going to say Luke Maile's the player of the game. And I couldn't agree more. But we cannot forget the job this bullpen did in this game. Aaron Sanchez, look, he gave you 5 all-right innings against a very good hitting ball club in the Boston Red Sox. Fine. He did great. If we're looking at the bats, Pilar was 2 for 5 in the game. He continues to hit the ball really, really well this year. Maile obviously 2 for 3. He's hitting .328 on the season. What a great job, Luke. But the job of the bullpen, guys, is the reason this Blue Jays team won. You go to the 6th inning. John Axford comes in. This team is still losing 3-2 at this point. And he throws up a solid inning. Walks 1 guy. Nothing else happens, though. Clean inning will work, no problem. Top of the 7th inning, Seung-Hwan Oh comes out. He didn't know. Nothing happens. I thought I read walks here. It was no walks. No hits, no walks, couple strikeouts, cleaning the work for Seung-Hwan Oh. And there you go. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. The home run from Luke Maile to tie the ball game. We go to the 8th inning. Ryan Tepera in his usual spot. People have been criticizing him as of late. You know, he's been giving up some home runs. Goes through the heart of the Boston Red Sox order. No hits, no walks, a strikeout, clean inning. There you go. Jays can't get anything in the bottom 8th. Top 9, Tyler Clippard comes out. He throws a clean inning of work. No walks, no hits, couple strikeouts. There you go. And we go to the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. Who are we going to see in this one? Well, the Jays just recalled Sam Gaviglio, as well as Joe Biagini, from AAA Buffalo. Sam Gaviglio, guys, we picked up him from the Kansas City Royals not too long ago. And he's been in Buffalo. He just made a start 3 days ago. Comes up here and throws 3 innings, 1 hit, no walks, strikes out 3, and just is a fantastic job from Sam Gaviglio. In those 3 innings of work, he threw 44 pitches, and if I'm not, was that 30 strikes? Pound in the zone, throwing the curveball for strikes, just did a fantastic job, and he picks up the victory. His first win as a Blue Jay in his first appearance as a Blue Jay, and he was fantastic. So guys, why was I talking about this bullpen being so good? Well, I broke it down player by player. But let's bring this in here and say the Blue Jays bullpen, after Aaron Sanchez went 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, the bullpen went 7 innings, giving up 1 walk, 1 hit, and striking out, 2, 3, 5, 8 guys in 7 innings. Wow. The Blue Jays bullpen was stellar. And it just took 1 clutch hit. And they got it from the Maile Man, who delivered. Makes sense, right? And then there's also these other questions. Alex Cora, obviously the manager of the Boston Red Sox, not throwing Craig Kimbrell out there. Now, I understand why, obviously, right? You want him in a safe situation. But let's, Blue Jay fans, flash back to the Baltimore Orioles in the wild card game. Now, ideally, it's a wild card game. It's a playoff game. It's a do-or-die game. This is just a regular season game. I get that. But they didn't use Sam Britton. And they lost, right? They didn't use Craig Kimbrell today. They throw lefty Brian Johnson, and he gets lit, and they lose. So for the Boston Red Sox, you look back at it, and you're like, they haven't played well as of late. They're now in Toronto. They got a tough flight. I think it was a long flight in last night. They play the Blue Jays. They play 12 innings, a 4-hour game, and you lose. That's tough that's really tough pill to swallow for the Boston Red Sox. But for the Blue Jays, hey, we're happy. And you know what? We don't get to be like this ever so often. Toronto sports lately has been Got a couple other videos coming out for you guys a little bit later on. Not very long videos because it's not a big thing, but I wanted to get one out to you guys about the Leafs and Toronto Raptors. But for the Blue Jays, they win. They're now 21-18 on the year. They get back in the win column. They open up this series off on the right note, and tomorrow, Game 2 of the series, 4:07 first pitch at the Rogers Center. Marco Estrada coming off a very, very good start in his last one. A lot of doubt who is going to start for the Red Sox in this game. Well, it is going to be David Price. He has had an awful start to his season. Obviously, the carpal tunnel syndrome. I guess he's good to go through a bullpen in New York, and I guess he's good to go tomorrow afternoon against the Blue Jays. That's Game 2 of the series. Game 3, Sunday afternoon, 1:07 first pitch. That video will be uploaded later, guys, because I have my baseball games to do then. I think we start at 1 o'clock, so might be tough there. Drew Pomeranz and looks like Joe Biagini there. It's going to be tough because Stroman goes on the DL with fatigue of his right shoulder. We saw right shoulder inflammation in the spring. You think that's acting up? It might be. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed this game. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Who is your player of the game? Or players, if you want to say the entire bullpen. Hit that like button. Or, wow, I don't know why I just said that. Comment down below, all that great stuff, and we'll talk to you guys Tuesday afternoon podcast edition, regular time, regular place. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Also, guys, follow up down below. Twitter is down there. Go give it a follow, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and we'll talk to you guys very shortly. Rappers edition, Coach Casey, gone. We'll talk to you guys Leafs edition very shortly. Lou Lamoriello, gone. Dubas, in. We'll talk about that in a little bit, and we'll talk to you guys Blue Jays edition tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what time it'll be. It might be later on tomorrow night. I don't really know. But all I know, 4:07 first pitch tomorrow. David Price, Marco Estrada in Game 1, or Game 2 of the 3-game set against the Boston Red Sox. The Jays will look for the series win, and they look for back-to-back good starts from Marco Estrada. That would be nice. We'll talk to you guys then.